Hey guys, so this week you will be starting a multi-paragraph essay on the topic that you chose. If you don't remember the topic that you chose, you can find it on the Take a Stand worksheet from yesterday. I'm sure you remember, Sean, you picked paper clips should be made of plastic. TJ, you picked more people should play the ukulele. So I assume you remember your topic from yesterday. If you don't, just take a look at yesterday's worksheet and your topic is included there. But today, like I said, we are starting the essay on your topic. And as with all essays, we're starting with the introduction paragraph, the introductory paragraph. So right under this video, I've included a post that contains a document of how to write an introduction. So this document describes how to write an introduction. All right, so I've color coded everything here. And the color coding corresponds to the example paragraph that I placed at the bottom here. What I want you to do is I want you to go over to the document that's right under this video, and I want you to click on it, okay? And I want you to take a close look and read everything that's on there, all right? So it starts off just sort of with the introduction of what we're doing this week up here, and then it says that an introduction should start with a hook, and it describes what a hook is. And then down here on my sample paragraph, you can actually find the hook that I wrote. So a hook is a way to start an essay, and it draws the reader in. Whoever's reading your essay, you should make a statement that's interesting enough to make the reader want to read more. Okay, that's what the hook is. You literally hook them in with a statement that you make. And you can start a hook off with a question or with a statement that's really interesting, and it should be related to your topic, and it should draw them in to your essay. It should make them want to read your essay. After you write the hook, then you will create a sentence or maybe a few sentences that outline what the main topics of your essay will be, okay? Now, that sounds difficult, but it's actually something you've already done. In order to find these sentences, all you have to do is go back to the Taking a Stand worksheet, or the Take a Stand worksheet from yesterday, and take a look at part B. So you actually wrote these sentences already, okay? So after you do your hook, shown here in sort of burgundy, then you outline what you'll be covering in your essay. Okay, and I did that for my topic, and I wrote it in blue here. After that, you create a sentence that acknowledges that there's opposition to your argument. Okay? So, as with most arguments, there are people out there who would disagree with your argument. So you have to acknowledge that. Later, you'll be bringing this up in your essay, and you'll be refuting the things that these people are opposed to. But for now, you're just simply acknowledging it in your intro. And then your intro should end with your thesis. Your thesis is the main statement that you're making, okay? And I go into a lot more detail here as to what each of these pieces are. But I really want you to see that each of these colors corresponds to the example given by me on the bottom here, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read my example to you, and then I'm going to go over the different parts of this intro. So for my example, my topic is students in the United States should be required to learn Spanish. Now I'm going to read to you my introduction. And if you can't see this, it's posted right below this video. Okay, so it goes like this. ¿Qué tal? If you don't understand what was asked in the first sentence of this paragraph, you may want to start learning Spanish. Why? Because the United States now has the second largest Spanish-speaking population in the world. If you don't speak Spanish, then now is the time to learn. Being fluent in both English and Spanish can break down barriers and can make you a better job candidate. While some people may refuse to acknowledge the importance of being bilingual in America, being fluent in both English and Spanish may benefit society as a whole. In order to ensure that all Americans experience the benefits of being bilingual, all schools should require that students learn Spanish. Okay? So again, this is my introduction that I wrote on my topic, and I want your introduction to be a similar style to mine. I want you to start off with a hook, seen here in sort of red or maroon, and then I want you to outline the main points that you'll be making in subsequent paragraphs. And when you outline these main points seen here in blue, just be vague. Just say, okay, like I said here, being fluent in English and Spanish can break down barriers. I don't go into what barriers those are that can be broken down because I'm going to be talking about it in my next few paragraphs. I'm going to have a paragraph where I actually talk about breaking down barriers. But for now, I'm just mentioning that, it will be coming up, okay? And then I also said it can make you a better job candidate. I didn't say why. I didn't give you any facts to support that, and that's because in my body paragraph that we'll write on another day, I'll include a paragraph that gives that information. For now, I'm just vaguely stating my points, okay? Then in red, I get into the fact that some people may oppose this view that that bilingual education is important. And then I get to my main point. My main point in all this is so I built up to my main point in black, and my main point is that all schools should require that students learn Spanish. And then after my introduction, of course, I'm going to have paragraphs that go into more detail as to exactly what I'm trying to say here. But it was just my introduction, so I was vague. Okay? Now, so this sheet is posted right after this video. I do want you to look at it because I want your introduction today to look like this, to be in this similar style to this. You don't have to color code it, but what I mean is I want you to have sort of a similar way of saying things and a certain style to how you set it up. Now the very last document posted today is titled Write Your Introduction. Okay? And it gives step-by-step guides of what I want you to do. And it even gives you potential hooks that you could use. You can literally copy and paste this hook and put it down into your paragraph. You'll be writing your whole introduction paragraph right in the bottom here. And you can literally start it off. I gave you an easy start because you can literally take your hook and paste it down there. Now, you don't have to use the hook that I gave you. You can come up with your own if you're feeling creative, all right? And then after you put the hook, I want you to give me a few sentences that outline what this essay will be covering. And remember that those sentences can be found on part B of yesterday's assignment, okay? And then, of course, you'll end your introduction with a thesis statement, which is just the main point that you were making. Okay? And I give you your thesis statement in this document, so it's another sort of a copy and paste deal. All right? So remember, message me if you have any questions. I know it's hard doing essays from a distance like this. I can't sit with you and work with you, but we can have an individual video conference where I work with you one-on-one, and I really encourage you to contact me at any point of the day to ask if you can video chat with me or maybe just chat with me via Google Hangouts. All right? So please message me if you have any questions, but if not, read all of these posted documents carefully. All right?